Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the Football Overseas YouTube channel and welcome to the FA Cup final preview. Yes, it's the Showpiece Cup competition in England this weekend, and it all happens on Saturday afternoon, 4:30 kickoff UK time from, of course, Wembley. So here we are then, we're down to two teams, Manchester City and Crystal Palace, and way back in July, 745 teams entered the competition or submitted their entry for competition to play in the FA Cup, and we're down to the last two of those, which are Manchester City and Crystal Palace, as I say. So what about their experience of this occasion then? Manchester City, we know, perennial winners under Pep Guardiola for sure, recent times. But over the piece, they've won this competition on 7 occasions. So they have experience of having that winning feeling, lifting the FA Cup. What a prize it is! It's a revered competition. I think it's envied around the world to have that amount of teams going in for it. Anybody can end up playing anybody else, no restrictions, and it's a great competition. And it does get everyone motivated throughout the football season. And we're down to the final game. So Manchester City, 7 times winners. Crystal Palace yet to break their duck as far as winners, but they have been to the final twice before, in 1990 and 2016. So they have experience of that from a club perspective, but they'll be wanting to go that one step further this Saturday afternoon. And take the trophy. It's going to be a tough ask. We'll have a little look at the head-to-heads and what's gone on this season so far between the two teams. Overall, though, what do the two teams feel about their season? I think Manchester City have had a recovery, haven't they? They had that little mid-season slump to a degree. They've come back and they could even finish second place in the Premier League. Goodness me, there is the outside mathematical chance they can do that. Crystal Palace had a stuttering start. They had a really strong end to last season, stuttering start to this season, but have just slowly warmed up right through the season. And Oliver Glasner, he's really got them playing, as he did, as I say, when he first joined last year. He's got them playing some good football, and his philosophy, he stuck with it even when they didn't start so well, and they've been a joy to watch at times this season, Crystal Palace. And they will definitely give Manchester City a run for their money on Saturday afternoon. The head-to-heads in the Premier League, a few weeks ago, if you remember, Manchester City played Crystal Palace at the Etihad, and Palace took a 2-0 lead, so there's something to cling to. They have ruffled the feathers, the blue feathers of Manchester, excuse me, and went in 2-0, but that only really prodded the wasp's nest, I think, and Manchester City ran out 5-2 winners on that occasion. And in the return, or the earlier game in the season, down at Selhurst Park, it was a 2-each draw, and again in that match, Crystal Palace were ahead twice. So there's still little nuggets that they can take into the game on Saturday of their experience of playing against Manchester City this season. And so they shouldn't be overawed, and I'm sure they won't be. Oliver Glasner will have them absolutely in the right frame of mind, and that belief that he's instilled in their side to go out and play the way they do and get results may well see them in good stead. The last Palace win against Manchester City was a few years back now, back in October 2021. So they want to right that wrong as well. So yes, it's been a wonderful competition as always. We had some great matches, some shocks as always. Who could forget when Plymouth knocked out Liverpool earlier in the competition? But we are focusing on to the final two now. A sellout crowd. It's going to be a very warm and sunny Wembley. We're having the spring, one of our driest and sunniest springs ever in the UK. We haven't heard of rain for a very long time. So, going to be a great day. It always is. It captures the nation, as I say, it captures the world, I think. The world football interest, the envy that there's this competition with no restrictions. Anybody can play anybody else. Anybody can end up playing anybody else if you go far enough in the competition. The David and Goliath matches are always an attraction, and that's what the competition, it gives that belief that you have the license to play anybody and beat anybody. Fantastic competition. I hope it continues for many, many, many years to come. Yes, it's been tweaked a little bit by the powers that be, and no replays and that sort of stuff. But hey ho, we still got it in its all its glory, and Wembley will be an absolute picture on Saturday. So who is going to win? I think we've got the neutrals amongst us. I think we'll be just pulling the strings for Crystal Palace. And they have a chance, without a doubt, as I've alluded to. They've already had some minor successes against Manchester this season. No, they took a point off them at home. So they certainly know how to go out and play against them. But it will be tough. Manchester City just have swung back into a bit of Manchester City style performances of late, picking up some good results. As I say, even knocking on the door potentially of second place in the Premier League. It probably won't quite happen, but they've really put themselves in the frame. Crystal Palace have done well this season. Probably wanted a bit more momentum maybe to get into those European places, but they've certainly had an excellent season. Entertained us, as I say. What more can we ask for? So I think the neutrals will be wanting the Palace to break their FA Cup up, give us a good game, give us a shock, really, to a certain degree. So my heart says I want come on the Palace, but my head and my predictor head says Manchester City will probably just edge out winners come 5 o'clock. Sorry, how about 6 even on Saturday evening. But I think it'll be close. Now, I think if we get an early goal, we always pray for an early goal in the FA Cup final, don't we? Let's have an early goal, get the thing really opened up. Even if it's Manchester City scoring it, it doesn't matter who scores it, get the early goal. That will open things up. It'd be great if Palace scored an early goal. But I think it's going to be Manchester City 3, Crystal Palace 2, and a high-scoring match. I'm going to put my head on the block for that. As I say, my head is saying Manchester City because of their recent improvement in form, and they'll want to just go away with something on this season to reflect on. Crystal Palace can reflect on success really for the season, even getting to the final, but that's always a bit patronising. Oh, well, you got to the final anyway. They want to go there and they want to win, and why not? They've got an excellent chance. So 3-2 for me to the City. A little nudge for Palace quietly as well. Let's just hope it's a great match. No sendings off, nothing silly in the match. Let's not have it spoiled by anything at all other than a lot of good football to entertain everybody that's watching. So have a great FA Cup final weekend. It is the showpiece of this weekend, the footballing wise. And have wherever you're watching it in the world, if you have to get up early or stay up late, please enjoy the match. So there we go. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to do that if you haven't done before. Please encourage other people, your friends and family, to have a look at this channel as well. It's great what these guys are doing behind the scenes. That's it for me. I hope you've enjoyed the season and enjoy your FA Cup weekend. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.